Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, so after many years of people waiting and waiting and waiting, it is now official. Tekken 8 has been announced. Yes, okay, we did see a brief little image teaser at EVO that everyone kind of thought, okay, this is most likely Tekken 8, but it wasn't officially announced yet. There wasn't anything concrete. Now we have official confirmation. So there is a little trailer of in-game cinematics, and we are going to check it out and talk about this. I usually, if you're not used to being here, if this is your first time here at the channel, I usually get reactions to any sort of fighting game trailer out almost immediately. Like, I try to stay on top of these things. This was a huge surprise. So I didn't get this out last night like I usually would. Honestly, I was not expecting anything fighting game related at this state of play because the Tokyo Game Show is Thursday and Friday this week. And we know that Bandai Namco and Capcom both have designated time periods. So I kind of assumed if we were getting anything, it was all going to be at Tokyo Game Show. So this was a huge surprise. I was actually just working at the time, but I had Maximilian Dude's stream up in the background, and I wasn't even looking at my computer, and then I suddenly hear him scream, basically, because Tekken came up, and so I didn't get to do my live reaction, unfortunately. So I have already seen this sort of through Max on his channel, while doing other things. So this is not a real reaction. I don't want to like deceive anyone about that, but we're still gonna watch it again and kind of talk about it and break it down and then talk about a couple other things that this has me thinking. So let's check it out. Let's look at this trailer together. Here we go. Real-time rendered footage captured from a title in development. Yes, on the PS5. So this is PS5 footage. So we saw Kazuya's face was what we saw but now
fight.
The fight actually kind of sounds Mortal Kombat-ish, which is funny, but woo, the muscles! There's a lot of weight behind all of these. Woo! The music, man. You also notice his pants. Jin's got kind of updated pants situation. And this, okay, this is pretty big also because it kind of indicates that he's in control of the Devil Gene, which is sick. And then this was great, okay? Making its chain into the 8, that was super clever too, right? So I love that too. Okay, so another thing I just want to talk about. So as I was watching this, you know, I mentioned things about his pants, Jin's pants, and then also about the weight of the actual movements and the strikes, and then about the Devil Gene situation, which is really cool, the music. But I also want to talk a little bit about the stage. So apparently Harada has said that, and he did a little blog post that I read over, that this is from the story mode. What we're seeing here is from the story mode, but that this is a stage that, while still a work in progress, is going to be a stage that you'll be using in the game. And he talked about everything having to do with the water and all of the things you see in the background actually potentially having impact in the game. So yeah, there's going to be some really complicated, interesting stages when this game comes out, you can already tell. And then another thing, okay, so at the end of this, it says PS5, stay tuned PS5. And I know a lot of people were probably freaking out and thinking, does this mean that this is a PlayStation exclusive? Because that sounds crazy for Tekken, but no, Harada also had confirmed that this is going to be PlayStation and Xbox and Steam, but it is a next-gen game, so I'm gonna have to buy a PlayStation 5, guys. That's what this got me thinking. I have to buy a PlayStation 5. Street Fighter 6, also, you know, technically I could get away with playing on PlayStation 4 if I wanted to, but I have a feeling that it's not going to work nearly as well as you would want it to. So between Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8, I'm gonna have to finally bite the bullet and make sure I get a PlayStation 5. Okay, so I'm really excited about this. They didn't give any concrete information about a date or anything along those lines, but officially, finally announced, and looking fantastic. I mean, it looks beautiful. The graphics actually just look gorgeous to me. So, as a Mortal Kombat player, and the NRS community now all being out there, like, we are the only ones left to suffer. I just want to also comment, to me, the fact that we have had both Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 announced this year. This year, when it is about to be the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat, says to me that the next NRS game is going to be announced before the year is over, and that it's definitely going to be Mortal Kombat 12. Like, I see no way, given that this is happening, that it's going to be anything else, or that we won't get an announcement. And that is because Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken, they are the big three. You know, as much as I love a lot of other fighting games, you know, King of Fighters and a lot of the anime games, as much as they have a ton of love behind them, those are the three biggest fighting game IPs of all time. And there's no way that on the 30th anniversary of one of them, that the other two both come out with brand new games, and then the one having its anniversary comes out with nothing, or has nothing, or just throws out Injustice 3. It's not going to happen. So I'm completely convinced at this point that they're doing this, that they're going to be coming out with Mortal Kombat 12, Tekken 8, and Street Fighter 6 all at the same time, that it's going to be a huge kind of blockbuster time for fighting games, with the three biggest IPs coming out with their next version, and ones that are specifically geared towards the next gen of consoles. So I'm really hype about that. You guys will have to tell me in the comments if you think I'm wrong, or if there's no way it's going to happen, or if you're so cynical and let down by any of these developers at this point in time that you just can't see it coming. But I think it's going to happen, and I am really hyped. This got me really hyped, both for Tekken and for that, and for Mortal Kombat. So, all right. I'm going to wrap this up here, but I do want to hear your thoughts as well. I'll try to stay on top of things in the future so that I can get reactions out immediately. And there should be more Street Fighter 6 stuff coming out at Tokyo Game Show, so I will be awake and ready to watch those. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!